Hey everyone, welcome back. It's been a long time. I was busy in some kind of work. Yeah. So today we'll be discussing about the schedule that we'll be following for next 75 days to learn generative AI. Yeah, so don't judge me on my handwriting. I was new to this digital writing. Yeah, it will be improving as we go ahead. Yeah. In 75 days, we will be learning everything like which is related to generative AI up to now. The primary thing, the primary programming language will be required to learn generative AI is Python. Python. Or we can also use R, but we prefer Python because it has very extensive libraries like a TensorFlow, PyTorch, scikit-learn, everything. It can automate things very easily. So we will be learning Python and we will be discussing this ahead. And then we'll be learning about AI basics also, how AI is came into the play and how it will going to be in the future. And next we'll be learning about ML algorithms. This is gonna be a one shot. I'm sorry. This is gonna be a one shot, or we'll be focusing like supervised, unsupervised. The two videos will be out. Like this will gonna be a one shot. This is gonna be a one shot. And next we'll be discussing about deep learning techniques like deep learning. In this we'll be learning about ANNs, basics of ANN, how ANN works. Next CNN, next RNN, RNNs, and also LSTMs, GANs, autoencoders, many things. We'll be discussing while we discuss about deep learning basics. We won't dive into the entire concepts, but we'll be discussing what is required for generative AI to learn generative AI. Like RNNs are the most important thing for generative AI, LSTMs, how LSTMs are transformed into transformers. Everything we'll be discussing in this. And after this, we'll be learning about NLP, natural language processing. In this, we will be learning about how AI will learn textual data, how it can hold the semantic meaning of the sentence. Everything will be discussed here, like tokenization, tokenization, stemming, lemmatization. I was unable to write it very clearly because I was new to this. So I hope you understand this. And just basics of this, we'll be learning in the basics, how it will work, and also word embeddings, word embeddings, what is word to wake, what is everything glow, what is glow, how it is different from each other. And then generative AI starts here. These are all basics. These are all basics. The basics we required for learning generative AI. So generative AI. In this, the most important concept is the transformer architecture, transformer architecture. How this transformer, what is encoder, what is decoder, what is multi self attention layers, what is mean by everything will be discussed in this Python video, in this transformer architecture video. I'm sorry, in this architecture, and we'll also learn about PyTorch. We'll also learn about PyTorch, and then we'll be diving into BERT model, what is BERT, how it is differ from a transformer architecture, and also what is GPT, which is used by OpenAI, everything. And then we will be diving into the frameworks which are required to build applications for the user-centric approach that will like LangChain, the most important thing, LangChain, LangGraph, how we can build agents, everything will be discussed here also. And also Llama Index, how we can build RAG pipelines. So, and we will do some projects, and then we'll be going into RAG. What is RAG means retrieval augmented generation. We will be discussing it deeper when we start learning about it. Okay, 1 minute. RAG. In this, we will also discuss about what is mean by vector DB, what is fast, and after this, we will be discussing about agentic AI. Agentic AI. Here, agentic AI. Sorry again. Sorry for my handwriting. Yeah, how we can use the land graph to build the agents, land graphs, phi data, everything we'll be discussing here. So this is the 75 days that we'll be 75 or couple of days we'll be discussing about generative AI. In basics, it may require up to 15 to 20 days will be discuss the basics, everything. These will be discussed. And after that, next 50 to 60 days, we'll be discussing about generative AI. So, what about prerequisites like Python? Yeah. So, I came up with a solution that I was about to start a 75 days challenge on DSA also. DSA using Python, using Python. Okay. Daily, daily, you we will be solving around 4 to 5 questions. Most asked interview questions or most asked assessment questions we'll be discussing in every data structure, in every data structure. So what are the data structures we'll be, what is the way we'll be going on? Initially, we'll be learning about what is mean by time and space complexity, time and space complexity. And then we'll be discussing about mathematics, like mathematical problems using coding, mathematics. In coding, mathematical coding, we can discuss. Like we'll be implementing how we can implement correlation coefficient using the formulas. We'll be implementing the formulas in the most cases, and then we'll be diving into arrays. Arrays. Okay, we'll be diving into arrays. Then will be strings. These are the basic one-day data structures. Then we'll be also discussing about linked list. So next linked list, and next we'll be discussing about binary search. Okay, we'll be discussing about binary search and recursion and backtracking, recursion and backtracking. Okay, then we'll be discussing about Heaps also. Heaps means mean heap, max heap. Like in Java, we can call it as priority queue, like that. And then we'll be discussing about bit manipulation. Bit, it is not okay. Yeah, bit manipulation. Okay. Then we'll be discussing about trees and BSTs also, binary search trees. And then we'll go into graphs. Next, we'll go into dynamic programming. Okay. So, daily we will be discussing about four to five questions. Okay. So, four to five. Let us suppose we discussed four questions daily. 75 into 4, we'll be discussing around 250 to 300 questions. These are the most asked questions in DSA. So we just required 75 days to master generative AI, and we can also master DSA. You can craft any interview, like you can build any projects or any interview that is based on DSA. So I hope you follow this schedule, and every day we will be uploading videos, like daily two videos will be uploaded, one on DSA and one on generative AI. Yeah, we will try to complete as deep as much we can in 75 days, or it may up to it may vary like 75 to 80. Like it may vary, but we will be trying to complete it as soon as possible and as deep as possible. Yeah, this is the schedule. I hope you'll be following. Yeah, that's it.